Good morning. The next topic is of dimensions and measures. With respect to dimensions, the role of concept hierarchies, and in measures, their categorization and computation, and finally the typical OLAP operations. So moving on to the next slide. With respect to dimensions, in data warehousing, a dimension is a collection of reference information about a measurable event. In this context, events are known as facts, and dimensions categorize and describe the data warehouse facts and measures in a way that support meaningful answers to business questions. So here the dimension is the structure that categorize the fact and measures in order to enable users to answer the business queries, right? So in this data warehousing, the dimensions provide structured labeling information to otherwise unordered numeric measures. So these dimensions is a data set composed of individual and non-overlapping data elements. So the dimensions are threefold: to provide filtering, grouping and labeling. So these functions are often described as slice and dice. A common data warehouse example involves sales or the measures with the customer and product or dimensions. So it removes all customer except for the group under study and then diced by grouping by product. So a dimension data element is similar to a categorical variable in statistics. Typically, dimensions in a data warehouse are organized internally into one or more hierarchies. So data is a common dimension where several possible hierarchies will take place. So with respect to days, the days are grouped into, and month which are grouped into years. So the days are grouped into weeks which are grouped into years. So the days are grouped into month which are grouped into quarters which are grouped into years. So based on this concept only, the multidimensional data concept also we discussed, right? So this dimensional modeling, the data structure technique, it optimized for data storage in a data warehouse. So the purpose of dimensional model is optimize the database for fast retrieval of data. The concept of dimensional modeling was developed which consists of fact and dimension tables, right? So a dimensional model is designed to read, summarize, analyze numeric information like values, balances, counts, weights, etc. in data warehouse. In contrast, relation model is optimized for addition, updating and deletion of data in a real-time online transaction system. So these dimensions and relational models have their unique way of data storage that has specified advantage. So for instance, in the relational mode, normalization and ER models reduce redundancy in data. So on this controversy, the dimensional model arranges data in such a way that is easier to retrieve information and generate reports, right? So this fact is the measurement with respect to the fact of the business. So and with respect to the dimension, the context surrounding the business process event. So the attributes is like it based on the state, country and zip code. So these are the category. With respect to dimension table, it contains the dimension of a fact and they are joined to fact table via the foreign key, and the dimension tables are denormalized tables, and the dimension attributes are various columns in a dimension table, and the dimensions offers the descriptive characteristics of the fact with the help of their attributes. No set limit set for given for number of dimensions. So the steps for dimensional modeling are identify business process and identify the grain. It depends on the level of level in detail, and identify the dimensions, finally identify facts and build the stars. So the way will be of select the business process and declare the grain, identify the dimension, and finally to the identify build the schema. And these dimension concepts, the generation of numeric data is as follows: binding, histogram, clustering, entropy and segmentation of natural partitioning, right? And next one is the role concept of hierarchies. The concept hierarchies can be used to reduce the data by collecting and replacing low-level concepts with high-level concepts. In the multidimensional model, data are organized into multiple dimensions, and each dimension contains multiple levels of abstraction defined by a concept hierarchies. So here the binding is the top-down approach, or splitting the or it is a technique, splitting technique based on specified number of binding unsupervised discretization technique. Histogram analysis, because the histogram analysis does not use class information, so that it is unsupervised discrimination technique. So this cluster analysis is a popular data decentralized method, a clustering algorithm applied to discrete a numerical attribute of A by partitioning the value of A into clusters of groups. So this can be reduced the data by collecting and replacing low level concepts with high level concepts. In the multidimensional model, data are organized into multiple dimensions, and each dimension contains multiple level of abstraction defined by concept hierarchies. So each initial clusters or partition may be further decomposed into several subclusters, forming a lower level of the hierarchies. So some of the other methods also is there. So moving to the next slide. These concept hierarchies, it reduce the data by collecting and replacing low level concepts, and such as numerical values for the attribute age by high level concepts such as young, middle aged or senior. So these measures their categorization and computation distributive, and aggregative function is distributive if it can be computed into distributive manner as follows. So the algebraic, the aggregate function is algebraic, it can be computed by algebraic function. Holistic, aggregate function is holistic if there is not constant bound on the storage size need to be described as subaggregate. Next one, typical OLAP operations. The OLAP stands for Online Analytical Processing Server. It is a software technology that allows user to analyze the information from multiple database systems at the same time. It is based on multiple dimensional data model and allows the user to query on multidimensional data. So these OLAP queries further, like it is a distributed and aggregate function in the distribute. It can be like roll up. The roll up operation, it called the drill up operation by various vendors. It performs the aggregation on the data cube. Drill down is the reverse of roll up, and navigates from less detailed data to more detailed data. So the slice and dice, the slice operation performs the selection of one dimension of the given cube, resulting with the sub-dimension. So the data warehouse design and the usage. 4 views regarding the design of the data warehouse. Top-down view, it allows the selection of the relevant information necessary for the data warehouse. So the data source views, it exposes the information being captured, stored and managed by operational systems. Data warehouse views, it consists of fact tables and dimension tables. Business query views with respect to sees the perspective of data in the warehouse from the view of end user. There are 3 kinds of data warehouse applications: information processing, analytical processing, and data mining, information processing, whereas it will support. So here the additive measures, the most useful measure are numeric and additive. Is called fully additive with respect to the OLAP terminals, such as the sales amount, order count measures. When measures are fully additive, aggregate values can be derived from previously aggregated result, no matter how the end user slice and dice data. The aggregated measures will produce the correct total. For example, the user requests to see sales data broken by months. So when the order items to roll up them to months, if the user now see the aggregated by quarters. So fully additive measures are also uniform because they are aggregatively across. So all dimensions, for examples, it can be aggregated.